Okay, a little update. Mainly going to talk about the gas tank cap. This is the original one, and I already mounted the replacement, which obviously it's not an OEM one. I'd have to check. It may be more for the 250. It's definitely really not meant for the 300. And I'll show you problems. This is the OEM one, original key. As you can tell, it's kind of rusted out and stuff. The main reason, I wasn't too worried about that because I could clean this up. The main problem is this seal is out. I don't believe you can just get the seal. You'd have to order the whole cap, which usually when you do this, you end up needing to just go ahead and get a new ignition, because the keys will be key to like. That's usually how they sell them. But anyways, I mean, you probably could get this apart and rekey it. I just don't feel like doing that. So I ordered a kit. Obviously it came from China, but pretty much these 300s and 250s are made in China, or Taiwan, whatever. But the kit comes with a new gas cap, ignition. Now this looks like it's gonna fit perfect. Everything looks exactly the same. Excuse me. You get your park rod that comes out. It lines up right here. When you lock it, that rod comes out, sticks into the stem up there. Everything looks the same. I'm gonna have to see what kind of security bolts are holding this thing on. Even looks the same other than the blue. That's probably just protection. That probably peels off. Anyways, plug looks the same. I have to double check that. It should be a 7-pin, so I believe that's gonna be great. Okay, so quick problems with this. One, the bolts that come with it are too long. You're going to grind into the tank if you use these longer bolts, so you'll need to cut them down. Second problem, this sits flush with your tank. The new one sticks up past the tank. The standoffs are a little bit taller, which, like I said, it's not a huge deal. You can, if you're mechanically inclined, just grind them down to the height of the original one. You'll be golden. As you can see, it sits up a little too tall. There's only 3 bolts that hold this in. The other ones are dummies. Another thing, you'll have a security screw with a key. You'll have a security screw, and that's what keeps people from stealing your gas cap. So there's that security screw. That lines up. Everything lines up. The diameter or circumference is actually a little bit too wide. It fits very, very snug. So that's another problem. Other than that, the seal looks good. The key seal, the tank seal looks good. You got pretty much the same setup. You get the 2 washers, you get your lock, you get the cone shaped metal with the seal around it. Now here's the difference part. Notice how you get that little plastic thing right there. I'm not quite sure what the point of that is. But come to the original one. Oh, here's the last problem. See that little thing? That's a little vent right there, and it's missing the seal there. So what happens is the original has a little gasket seal that just sits right on it. See a little hole there, and what happens is gas vents in it, and I guess it comes out somewhere. I don't know. When this would be locked, this would be pushed up. I don't know if it vents out back into the tank. Well, I don't know. It's obviously a vent. I'll have to look at the schematics of the gas tank, get a see-through copy, but it's missing that. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is just swapping the catcher, the 2 shims, and the seal from the new one to this one, and just reuse, just get this cleaned up. It's still got some rust water still on it and stuff. So the bad thing is I'll still be just left with 1 key. I was hoping to use this new stuff, then I'd have 2 keys. So that kind of sucks. I'm smelling I'm smelling gas, so I'm betting I really should keep this So what I'll do is I'll probably just swap over, and then one day when I'm on eBay, if I can find a brand new one of these for super cheap or something, I'll order it. I'm not worried about it. I'm just trying to get this bike registered and up to par on rideability. So got that.